Hey y'all, welcome to Clackbait. Today I'm excited to bring you the review of the Trio 75 by Percent Studio, which is in its final days of its group buy. I hope to help you make an informed decision on whether you should pick this board up or simply pass. Now the Trio 75 ran as a first come first serve in China and is currently in group buy for the rest of us with an expected delivery time of April in 2022. And they just extended the group buy end date to November 30th. Now the price of this keyboard starts at $399 and goes up to $449 depending on the color and the configuration that you choose. I do recommend that you go to their website and check out all the colors they have for the Trio 75. There's some really sharp looking colors. I actually have the Casio colorway without the badge unfortunately, but it's okay. But go to the website, it's linked down below. Once again, it's not an affiliate link, it's just a website link. And keep in mind this group buy ends in just a few days. Now, if you're not familiar with Percent Studio, they have been making high-end premium keyboards for 5 years, such as the Skog Reboot, the Canoe, the Trio 60, and many more. So full disclaimer, this is not a sponsored video, but this keyboard was sent to me by Percent Studio for this review. This will not change my opinion on the board, nor will Percent Studio have any early access to this video or the content. They will see it the same time as my viewers do. And speaking of my viewers, I just crossed the 600 subscriber count and I'm truly humbled by the comments and encouragement that I'm getting. So thank you all who have subscribed, and for those who have not, I hope to gain your trust and viewership very soon. So right off the bat, I gotta say I am really impressed with their packaging. It came in really clean. In fact, the box was plastic wrapped and the keyboard itself was also plastic wrapped. So I haven't seen that on any of the keyboards that I have purchased personally. So big ups to Percent Studio for taking care of the packaging, making it look really elegant and nice. Lets you know that you spent good money and you're getting something good in return. So let's dive right into this review. First, we'll see what comes in the box. Now, this is the final build with the same packaging that you can expect if you partake in this group buy. We'll take a closer look at the case, we'll build it, we'll show a final build with a B-roll that you guys seem to be loving, and I'll give you all my final thoughts. Then we'll go into some typing tests with different configurations. So let's get started. So in the box, you're gonna find your PCB foam, your PE foam, your case foam, your daughter board, which is nice because this is a Flexy board from what I've seen. You have the feet, you have the gaskets, which go in a certain place, which I'll show you, and then these silicone sleeves, which go on the PCB. And this cool looking X badge. This badge actually is for the configurations that allow for the 1U badge. Mine doesn't have that. Now, interesting enough, they threw in this tape mod sheet, which is pretty interesting. I was wondering whether this board is gonna be super hollow. Does it need all this foam and tape mod? But we'll see. Here is the polycarbonate plate, nice and flexy, just how I like it. This is what I like to put in my builds. This has a lot of flex cuts in it, should be good. Now Percent Studio did send me an aluminum plate. It does look really nice. It has kind of a brushed look to it, so it's very premium indeed. However, I'm not planning on using this in my build today, but if you want to hear what this sounds like, leave a comment down below and I'll try to make that happen. Now here's a PCB that they sent me. They did end up sending me a solderable PCB, which I don't have a problem with. However, since I will be trying this keyboard out in many different configurations and different switches, I will go ahead and mil-max this, which I will show a little later just in case you're not familiar with that process. And that will allow me to go ahead and use it like a hot swap, but it's not really a hot swap. You still have to solder. Now, one of the things that's pretty interesting about this PCB is the gaskets are cut out of the PCB itself, which leads me to believe that this is gonna be some flexy goodness in this keyboard. Now, the jackets themselves will actually just slide right onto these 8 different spots, and these will lay on top of those pour-on gaskets that I showed you earlier, and I'll show you that in the up and close in a little bit. The silicone they use is pretty soft, so yeah, this is gonna be a pretty flexy board. These are the mil-max sockets that I was gonna use in the solderable PCB. What you do is just put them in, and you have to kind of raise it up a little bit so you have some room. Tape them down once you get them in, that way they won't get bent or get out of place or pop out of the socket. And then make sure that it's in there pretty securely. As you can see them sticking out just a little bit. Then all you have to do is just solder away. Make sure you use a little bit of safety. Try to have a fan if you can to avoid the fumes, and you should be golden. Now here's the case, and like I said, it does come plastic wrapped. I did tear it already, so it came really airtight. Now this keyboard is a chonker. It's a thick looking keyboard, and I love that. I like the way this keyboard looks. I love the angles. I love the little chamfered edges on it. and the round corners look really nice as well. And some people may not like the thick bezels, but for me, it's a winner. And this badge on the back is clear, so the PCB has some LEDs just around that area, which lights it up. That's what you saw in the beginning in that B-roll. And here's a little demo of that. Yeah, I can do this all day. Now the Casio colorway comes with this red aluminum back. I think it looks really nice. It also has a blue bottom. Overall, the colorway with the white, the blue, and the red looks amazing. Really appeals to me. Now it does have an option for a copper sandblasted back weight, which you can purchase on their website when you do join the group buy. So let's go ahead and put this in. I know a lot of times you guys miss some of the small details in the hyperlapse, so just wanted to show you guys how to install this. It's just 4 little screws. Just get them in and you're good to go, and you can move on. Overall, the build experience on this keyboard is really simple. It only has 1 screw head that you need for the whole build, so it's something I really liked. Also, just to show you the placement of these pour-on gaskets, they simply go into the corners of these slots here on the bottom case. So it does go onto the aluminum weight and underneath, all on the bottom case. Then you just simply slide on the silicone gaskets on the PCB and lay it on top. It's as simple as that. Just wanted to show you a quick demo. The switches I'll be using are these new SP Star Soda series, link down below with the coupon code. Now let's see how this keyboard sounds. Let's see how it feels. I think it's time to start the build. Yeah, so that's the Trio 75. What are my final thoughts? I think this board is phenomenal. I think it's definitely worth the price point. I don't know why it's not discussed enough over here, at least in the United States, but this board was brought to my attention by a friend of mine, and I was lucky enough to get this sent to me by Percent Studios to review it. Overall, I love the thick, chunky look of this board. I think it looks phenomenal on the desk. The colorways that they have are really nice. I encourage you to check them out. Now, I haven't shown the typing test, but let me tell you, this is the most flexy board I have ever used. And it's not flexy in a bad way. There's no vibrations or any weird feelings when you're typing away at various speeds or anything like that. It's just a really well-made keyboard, and it lets me know that Percent Studio knows what they're doing when they're making a keyboard. It shows you that they have 5 years in the business. So I thought that was pretty impressive. Now, I don't want to make this a gush fest because there are a few things that I wish were a little bit different. The front height is a little high for my liking. However, I do always use a wrist rest, so it's not a big deal for me, but it may be for some. And also for the foam haters out there, it will have some hollowness if you don't use some of the foam. Now, my personal configuration that I really enjoyed was to have everything that they included except for the tape mod. I think it really pops. It has a nice sound. You can also go without the PE foam if you don't like that marbly sound. Once again, guys, sound is completely subjective. You will have some people who like foam, some people who don't. Totally up to you. I think if you like a certain sound, do whatever you need to do into your own personal keyboard to make it happen. Now, fully built, this keyboard weighs 4.8 pounds. So it is a nice hefty chonker. I like having a substantial keyboard, especially at this price point. So to me, that's fantastic. Overall, I really love the looks of this keyboard. The typing is phenomenal. If you missed out on the Jelly and you want, in my opinion, a better typing experience, go for the Trio 75. You won't regret it. Once again, guys, this is not a sponsored video. I'm not getting paid to say any of this. I'm just keeping it real with you guys. Overall, do I recommend it? I think you just heard it. But yeah, if you're in the market for a 75% keyboard and this is in your price point and you can get it comfortably, I say go for the Trio 75. You will be pretty happy with this keyboard. Now on to the typing test. And don't forget to subscribe if you love and like the content.